And how we can begin to heal is to feel our emotions. He didn't want me to make another video today. He wanted me to talk about him today. But if you're out there and you are feeling the loss of a loved one, just know you're not alone, and that's part of the journey. In this video, I talk about how you can create more peace with a loved one who has passed. Last September, my dad passed. He had multiple myeloma, a type of cancer. And it's been a journey of building a deeper relationship with grief and letting go of control of this beautiful life. And a few awarenesses that supported me in creating more peace with this was that my dad was on his soul's unique journey. He came here to learn the lessons that he was meant to learn. Whatever his soul wanted to learn through this experience, through going through this sickness, through this disease, and everything that comes within that. Who am I to get in the way? Who am I to try to change or resist what the natural order of life unfolded in? Once I began to see it with more acceptance and love, it brought me so much more peace. Not just acceptance and love to how it unfolded, but also acceptance and love to myself. Realizing that the grief that you have, the grief that I had and have, the grief that I have is not a negative thing. It's not bad or something that we want to push down and run away from. Grief is a beautiful emotion that's a representation of how much we loved something. So when I feel grief, my association to it now is it's a representation of how much I loved my father. All the beautiful memories we shared together. All the life lessons I learned from him. And learning to be grateful for what experiences I did have. And also ask myself, what is there for me to learn from this experience? Something else to support me in creating more peace and moving forward with my life after my dad passed is to stay busy. And this isn't a form of distraction. We're not trying to distract ourselves. If we have emotions to feel, we get to feel them fully. But continuing to move forward in your life and honoring your loved one's existence, honoring them by continuing to live your best life, by continuing to move forward, to be of service and create the life of your dreams. Your loved one would not want you to sit around and wallow in their passing for years on end. That's not what they would want from you, for you. They would want for you to continue living your best life. And this has supported me so much in continuing to be of service, continuing to grow and to learn and to explore new passions and hobbies and live life. I know that's what my dad would have wanted for me. I was getting ready to make another video. But then my dad came through really strongly. And I felt inspired to make a video about him. Because he was a good dad. And how we can begin to heal is to feel our emotions. He didn't want me to make another video today. He wanted me to talk about him today. But if you're out there and you are feeling the loss of a loved one, just know you're not alone, and that's part of the journey. What is wanting to be born through this experience? Death is a natural process of life. And in essence, death is what makes life beautiful. It what makes life worthwhile. If we lived forever, life would have, it would still have, maybe it would have meaning, but it wouldn't have as much meaning as we give it today. If we just live forever, why go create our dreams? Why do the things? We got eternity. All right, I'll do it 500 years from now. Death makes life precious. And you can't have birth without death and death without birth. They are both interconnected. For death to take place, something else gets to be born. For something to be born, death of something else gets to take place. It's just a transference of energy. They're not truly gone. And if it's a parent, like it is for me, and even if it's not a parent, we all have what's called a continuation body. I learned this from, I heard a Vietnamese Buddhist monk talk about this. Whether you're Buddhist or not, whatever, but I like the idea that he was sharing. Thich Nhat Hanh. And he said that we all have what's called a continuation body. And everything that we ever put out into the world lives on with our essence. And specifically, if you have a parent or a loved one, everything that they gave you, whether that's their emotions, their presence, their love, even their anger and their trials and tribulations and their mistakes. And if it's a parent, you are them and they are you. You are your parent and your parent is you. They live on in you. So for me, finding ways of still feeling connected to them has really helped the healing process. My dad loved to play guitar. He played guitar his whole life. Or my whole life. That guitar right there, I think you can see it in the camera. He played that guitar for over 20 years before I was even born. And now I'm learning on the guitar and discovering a passion that I have for I didn't know I had. And every time I play, I feel connected to him. So find things that help you feel connected to them and continue on. That's the bottom line of this message today, is continue on. Accept and acknowledge the depth of love you had for that person and the emotions that come with it, and give yourself permission to feel. It's beautiful. It's not something that we should fight or resist or push against. It's something that we get to accept and love. It's a part of the human journey. The capacity to feel is beautiful. The fact that you can feel that depth of love and then feel the loss of that love, or the loss of the identity we associate that love to, or the image or the being that we attached it to. And it's such a beautiful thing. I love you guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.